Remember that stump that I gave up on last fall? Well, it's finally out. Just want to show you, this is how I left it. It beat me last fall, and I did actually order some blocks and pulleys and stuff like that from Vevor. I got clearance on them last fall, and some 100-foot of winch rope, and my wife and I both got sick. We had medical problems last fall, so nothing ever got finished. But here I am. Weather's a little bit better today. It's still cold, but it stopped raining finally, and I'm going to try to get them out. Here's the big old heavy chain they used to use in the railroad yard. Hopefully I won't break any of these, but there's the winch rope that I bought. It was a 90-some foot rope, and I did have to splice that hook on the end of it. I'm guessing that if anything breaks today, that's going to be the spot that breaks. I'm not sure, exactly how this is going to work, but I know that none of my machines would move this stump at all last fall. You can see it's been in like a pond all winter and sitting, so everything's a little bit softer now. And I'm just going to throw some straps on here. Got a chain on there and a strap, and each of those pulley blocks is going to be hooked to a different anchor. So there it is. I have one end anchor, then I go back to another pulley and back around to another pulley. So I do have 4 pulleys here to increase the force that my RTV can pull. And I do have it hooked up to the 5,000-pound winch to start out with, and you see exactly what happens with that. So there it is. Everything's kind of roughed in place. And now I'm going to throw some old moving blankets on top of these winch lines and cables and stuff, just in case one should break. You know how they go flying. They'll whip back and kill you. And I'm just going to throw one in front of the windshield there for when I have to, try to drive this back a little bit when the winch doesn't work anymore. And I grabbed the control for the winch, and I'm standing way off on the side there as far as I can. I just don't want to be in line with this. And this is a very slow progress that goes on. You can see I was pretty surprised. I did put a big rock under the front of the RTV just to keep it from rolling forward, because the winch would just slip it forward into mud. That hill is still muddy. But surprisingly, all the extra leverage gained by these pulley, blocking tackles, look like it's gonna come right out. So it's a slow progress. Oops, the winch, the winches only go slow on these things. They're just, they're little motors geared down to do a lot. And you can see the size of that ball right there. It's probably 2 yards of material. This thing is really a lot bigger than what it looks in this video, I can tell you. It's a very heavy roof ball there, and it's probably about 8.5 feet across, so give you an idea of the size. So now let's winch stop pulling. So now I'm just gonna try to back it up a little bit. Oh crap, that one rope came off. I kind of had an idea it was gonna, but I wasn't too careful. So anyhow, I'm gonna take and rehook this up to a different spot. I got this big old chain here. This was in a railroad yard years ago, and it's made for pulling 100,000 pounds of train cars around. So I know this one won't break. And it's amazing how as you get older, these chains get really heavy to deal with. It's kind of like a struggle to get it in place for me, but you can see, kind of get an idea of the size of this stump right there. But got that hooked on there good, couple times around, and let's see if we can get this hooked back up to this pulley. And let's see if we get it out this next time. Everything gets heavier as you get old and tougher to do. But anyhow, there it is. All hooked up and ready to take another shot at it. So again, I'm going to stand way off to the side there, out of the way, and see how far this thing will pull it. And if the chains stay on, I'm hoping that it'll come out this time, but you'll see it didn't. I was wrong. But I did have a a nice day outside anyway, and Still really muddy out. We've had like 11 inches of rain in the last 6 weeks, so you can see how, you know, everything is still mud, and this hole is still full of water. It was, the deer were drinking out of it a little bit, you know, earlier when it was filled right to the top like a lake. But it's you know, it's slow going progress. And let's see if we can pull it back with the RTV now. But that's it, stuck in the mud. Just kind of slips and spins. The four-wheel slip. Everything's so wet and slippery, so it definitely isn't coming out with that, even with all these extra advantage. At least it's flipped over so I can see the bottom of it, and maybe I can knock some of that stuff off the bottom. So what I figured I'd do next is get the Kioti out. I need something a little bit heavier to pull, and I also want to fill this in here so I could get the excavator in and knock some of that stuff off the bottom. I'm hoping that this will be solid enough when I get done to you know, to just drive on it. And I will say, this Kioti, boy, I love this tractor. It's been amazing. Just so nice. You know, I know, cold day like today, I can go in there, I can turn on the heat slightly and stay nice and warm while I'm working, and you can see just how tough it is. It's like a little bulldozer when you want it to be, even though you're not supposed to use them like that. But as I was saying, I'm gonna just fill this in so I can get at the bottom and maybe lighten this root ball up a little bit. I tell you what, I jumped on too big a job for my little equipment with this tree, but it hadn't come out anyway, so you know, it looks like I'm succeeding now. So just give me a couple more minutes to get the rest of this dirt back in there, pushed up against it so I can drive the excavator down. And again, you can see how this is all really a big mud hole. I'm getting tracks and everything else, so I can't really finalize anything today, but I can, you know, just start getting the dirt moved around to where it's going to go. And once it dries out a little bit, I'll be able to back it down and smooth it out a little bit better. And I am going to need to move a little bit more into that hole because that root ball is really taking a lot of dirt out with it. Okay, so now let's give it a try with the Kioti. And I've got this moved over a little bit where it's a little bit drier. So here we go, take 3. Let's see if we can get this beast out of here. No more winch, we're going for the big stuff now. And again, it looked like it should be just a simple job that I could just yank right out, but to tell you the truth, that root ball there is probably 8,000 pounds, I'm guessing, the way it sits. And it's slow going, but you can pretty much see that the tractor's tires are kind of spinning in the mud too, so definitely not coming out this time either. But we're getting real close. I thought that one, having the chain on that one root sticking out would help, but it just kind of doesn't. So enough of messing around with that. Went up, grabbed the excavator, this little Shy 20. This has really been an amazing piece of equipment too. You can see I've got that new seat on. It's just so comfortable to drive down here and sit on now and use. What a difference that made. Plus the extra safety was really good. And I put the little claw in there. Try to knock off some of this dirt. Now these little excavators really do have limited reach, and once you put the quick connect on, they have a very limited power. So it does take a while to do stuff like this. And it really, you can see it can't even budge that root, but It will knock, I am going to knock as much dirt off as I can. And then let's flip this tooth around. Try to shove it up in the bottom there. Knock some of that off. And I did actually probably knock a half yard dirt, maybe a little bit more off with it. So, it did help a lot, and it does do a nice job. So I got that side done, and then I figured I'd go around, see if I could just kind of slip it up and pull it out. But nope, you can see these things really don't have that much power when it comes to big stuff like this. It's way in over its head on this job, and especially with that quick connect. That really just kind of kills it. So I got that out. I got the chain all hooked up, and this time I moved the tractor over into a real dry spot, so hopefully it will not slip this time, and we're on our way to getting it out. Well, it looks like we're on our way to getting it out. And here it comes, but there's one thing that I was a little worried about, and it's about ready to show up. Yep, I didn't have that cut in there deep enough for that chain, so that popped off. So I hooked it all up a little bit different this time. Got everything really hooked up strong. You see I ran that chain around that green strap too. And this time we're getting it out. Definitely coming out this time. No doubt about it. Everything's hooked on good and nothing has broken yet, so I doubt it'll break. And got the tractor on good dry ground, so here it comes. So in the end, I just wanted to show you that I did finally get it out of the ground. And one thing I can tell you, these pulleys and cables are really so nice. I've got a bunch of trees to pull out down below, and I can't wait to use them on that, because you can actually pull around corners and stuff like that too in tight spots. So there it is, the monster root. Biggest one I've ever dug out, and biggest one I ever will dig out. I'll never do it again. Let's see, I thought it was out, but a little bit more, just a little bit more. So time to put everything away, and I got to get all the straps off it and chains and everything all rolled back up and put away, and then I'll do a little bit of cleanup on it. So in the end, I won, but I do have a mess here, and I do have you can see everything's still mud, so I can't really finish it up today. I can just kind of rough it in and wait for hopefully another couple weeks it'll dry up, and I can get out the rake and a little more dirt and stuff like that. But you can see that root was pretty good size, about 2 foot at the trunk, about 3.5 where it went in the ground, and nothing broke, so that was pretty amazing. So I'm just going to try to knock some more off of this so I can move it over in the woods and just let it rot away. But so that's it. That's the end of this story finally. It did take a while, but I did get it, and you can see this thing, I just got to pick at it slowly. So let's push the rest of the dirt back in and give up for today, put everything away, because I'm whooped. I missed my nap this afternoon, and time to go have some dinner. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you did, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.